once again, and this time I'm going to the one and only Switzerland. Good morning from Switzerland. This is my first impact basically. I just woke up, got a bit ready and came out, and yeah, this is the first time I'm actually seeing Switzerland by day. I arrived last night, obviously I couldn't see much. Yeah, the first thing, what do you notice in Switzerland? The mountains, of course, full of mountains. As you can see, I'm literally surrounded by mountains. I'm in the Italian side of Switzerland, obviously. Okay, there are so many touristic things in here. Even though you are basically in the middle of nowhere, there are so many things you could see and do. It's all about tourism in here, really. I love that feeling when you arrive for the first time in a country, that excitement, that willingness to discover everything is so nice. I love it. I'm excited. So the day that I arrived to Switzerland, my brother was kind enough to show me around, and the first place where we went, it's a place called Dazio Grande. Now, I was googling this place to kind of provide you a bit more information, but funny enough, I couldn't find anything. The only thing I could find was a hotel, which is called a hotel and restaurant, which is called Dazio Grande, but it's called Dazio Grande because of that place. However, no information about the actual Dazio Grande, but it's basically what you can see in this footage. An amazing, amazing place, obviously in nature. My brother is so proud of this area. Keep bragging about it. How lovely, how lovely. No, it's nice for sure, eh? You know. If you intend to come to Switzerland to find amazing, impressive nature, well, let me tell you, you are in the right place. The nature here is beyond natural. It's just pure perfection. To visit Dazio Grande takes you about 20 minutes. So once we finished with that, we headed to our next destination, which was the waterfall in Biasca. Yes, sir! Let's go! Woohoo! When my brother told me that we will be visiting a waterfall, I was extremely excited because I love waterfalls and I'm a big fan of waterfalls. We got there and I start taking pictures, filming the waterfall, and then my brother told me, well, there's something up there as well. And I was like, what? And he was, well, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't been there, but I'm sure there is something up there as well. So let's go up and see. We got there and I was like, what is going on in here? Oh my God. that place is so much more than a waterfall. Like, I don't even know where to start describing the place. First of all, has 2 or 3 big natural pools where people can just hang out, sunbathing, swim, relax, read a book. And then the views are breathtaking, and there is a cute bridge as well from which you can see both sides of the waterfall. That's my kind of place. So if a place would describe me, that's the place. If I would want to have a relaxing day out in the summer, that's the kind of place where I would go. I would take a book with me. I would go there, swim, read, sunbathe. That's for me the ideal place for the ideal day. That place says Mihaela all over it, if you know what I mean. That was a great experience, and I look forward to the next time I'll be visiting my brother. I'll definitely ask him to take me there again, because I just cannot have enough of that place, really. A couple of hours later, we were back on the road because I was very keen to explore as much as possible. Me and my brother are now in a place called Val Verzasca. Honestly, the nature here is, again, outstanding. I know I said this already, but honestly, it's wonderful. Unfortunately, we got here too late because the sun is now down, so you cannot really see the clarity of the water, which is unbelievable. But I'll come back on my own with the bus. I want to film this, I want to drone this, I want to take pictures, I want to really explore this place. So, given that we came late, it's now pretty chilly, but still I'll go in the water. I have an urge to go into this water, it's so amazing, and we are here. I'll be cold afterwards, I'm sure, but I don't really care. I just want to go in the water. I'm almost there. Okay, let's get ready and go in. Let's go wild, let's go wild. My brother did went wild and had the courage to have a swim, whereas I, well... My brother went straight into the lake. We were about to go, I was about to go in the river back there in Val Verzasca, but it was so cold, so I changed my mind. I said no thanks. So then my brother said, well, let's go to the lake because you still have some sun, even though by the time we got here it's basically the sunset, so not much sun. And he said that the lake will be much warmer, which is true. I went to check and it's much warmer than the river. I'm not used to see sand and an actual beach near a lake. Normally I see the sand only when it's the sea, but here you have a beach, which is a beach for a lake. So that's kind of interesting. And also you have lots of ducks in here, like lots of ducks on the lake, near the lake, everywhere basically. And they are nicely sleeping. Interesting, this is Lake Maggiore. This is a lake that is in Italy mainly, and I see it's on this side as well. I didn't know until not long ago that Lake Maggiore touches the Switzerland, the Swiss side. Lovely lake, very big. And you have the beach, it's not bad, and you have a bar, and it's lovely to come. I still prefer the river though. I think up the river there is much more spectacular, even though the water is colder, but I still think that's a much more interesting place, like based on my own taste. Okay, let's go and have a swim now because the sun is literally going now. Then again I went into the lake determined to take a swim. Then I realized that the lake was very muddy. And you might think, well, lakes are muddy. Well, probably, but still I didn't really feel comfortable to go in, even though my brother was saying that if I go further down, it's not that muddy. But I wasn't convinced, so I came back. My brother lives in Switzerland, and when he invited me over, the first thing I did was to Google the most beautiful places to visit in Ticino. And one of the first things that came out was Lavertezzo. Lavertezzo, it's a mind-blowing place with a river that's crystal clear. It's for nature lovers and river lovers like myself. It's again heaven on earth. I know I said that before, but it truly is. When I went there with my brothers 2 days before, we got there very late and we didn't manage to find that place that I was after. So then I had to come back 2 days afterwards on my own, so I make sure I can see the place that I was keen to see. And this is the place that I wanted to see. And let me tell you, I wasn't disappointed. It's actually much better than I expected. I had the opportunity to take amazing pictures, to fly the drone, film. Was truly and deeply spectacular. So if you ever get to Ticino area in Switzerland, I would highly recommend you to go there. I kind of feel a bit like I died and went to heaven. This is how would I picture heaven if somebody would ask me. With a bit less people. Now, first thing I want to tell you, do not come here in July because it's way too full of people. So if you really want to admire the nature and the essence of this place, try maybe April, May, and then September, October. Definitely not June, July, and August. It's overwhelmingly full. Well, I'll adapt definitely, but it's not necessarily the ideal situation if you want to admire the scenery, let's say. I'll try my best. This water leaves me no choice. I must go in. Like, I cannot see that water and just stay here looking at it. I really must go in, and I'll take the GoPro with me and see what we can catch. Always chasing some lovely footage. Always in chase of a lovely footage. Hi. Sorry? Hello, GoPro. This is my kind of water. Now I'm trying to see. Oh, chilly. Chilly, but loving it. Woo. Very cold. And after 2 failed attempts 2 days before, I finally managed to get into the water and have that much desired swim. And the water was amazing, clean, fresh, clear. That was by far the highlight of my trip. Happy days! definitely was a fun day, but it's time for me to go. So bye bye.